So hi Alice, my name is Siena. I'm a student social worker here. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. It's been a very nice morning, so I'm feeling really good today.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Oh, I'm feeling really good as well, thank you. This weather certainly brings out the best, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So how did you get here today? Did you get here easily?
I caught the bus here.
Yeah.
So it was quite easy, just one bus. A little bit of a walk from the bus stop, but again, like you said, the weather was really good this morning, so it's a very nice walk, I guess, and
Yeah.
kind of excited to catch a bus home now, so yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's really lucky the weather was so nice, and thank you so much for making the effort to come out here today. So,
No worries.
just before we continue on, I'd just like to go over confidentiality with you. Is that all right?
Yeah, no worries.
Awesome. So, whatever you say in this room does stay between us. The only thing that will have to go to higher up is if you imply that you would want to hurt yourself or potentially others. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay, awesome. So I saw on your file that you had actually moved here. Did you have to move far at all?
I have actually moved from interstate
Yeah.
to here. It was a kind of a big move, but had to be done.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Was the move easy at all?
Yes, it was quite an easy move. Obviously, things went wrong.
Yeah.
It always goes wrong moving.
There's
But
always something.
it was overall, it was a really good experience, and it's good to be in a new setting.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. So did you move closer to be with family or friends? Or...
I moved closer to be closer to my dad,
Hmm.
and then also my older sister.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
So do you live with them at all, or do you live with flatmates, or?
Yeah, I live with housemates, a couple of them, just around the corner from my dad's place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like a house basically with some other people we rent and share together.
Oh, that's good. How's everything going with that? Everything going well?
Not the best actually, if I'm going to be honest with you. It's been a lot of arguments and all that kind of stuff. I've been threatened eviction a couple of times. It's just our personalities and our lifestyles, I think they're just clashing a lot. So it's a bit difficult, but we're working on it. It's always a work in progress. Just hopefully, it gets better soon.
Yeah, it's normal. There's always that kind of stuff happening.
Yeah.
Do you get support from your family about this kind of thing? Have you brought it up with them?
Yes, I've brought it up with them a bit, but obviously there's not too much they can do, and obviously they just said, if I need to talk to them, I can talk to them about it.
Yeah.
They are trying to be supportive, but obviously it's my decision if I want to move out, find a new place to live and stuff like that. But I just don't think I want to go through the hassle again soon,
Definitely.
Try and make it work with what I've got now.
That's fair. So are you coping with it all right though?
I will admit it gets hard sometimes, definitely. You kind of wish you had really good housemates and all that kind of stuff, that you get along really well with and you want to spend time with them. I'm coping with it fine. It's just some days are much harder than others,
Yeah. So how is your relationship with your dad and your sister?
So my relationship with my dad's a bit hard, obviously, because of my mental illness sometimes. Obviously, that comes into play. But he's recently been diagnosed with dementia. So obviously, it's sometimes a bit harder to talk to him as well.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we have a pretty good relationship, as good as it can be. And with my sister, we have a pretty good relationship. She worries about me a lot, which I do understand, but sometimes it gets a little bit annoying. It's like, I can take care of myself,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So is she an older sibling or a younger sibling?
Yeah, she's a couple of years older than I am.
A couple of years older. So how are you coping with your father though? Do you go over to his regularly to take care of him?
I try my best to help take care of him. So when all of this happened, my sister became full-time carer for him.
Yeah.
She has recently gone back to work, and she's kind of looking after him, all that kind of stuff. And I try to visit as much as possible, try to help out as much as she lets me help out. Again, she doesn't like me helping out because she thinks it will overwhelm me or get too much for me or frustrate me, something like that. Which I get, but the reason I moved here is to help out and, to be with my dad as well and my sister and, you know, be all together. And she just can't accept that, really.
Yeah. Has there ever been a period where it did get too much for you, which is why she might be a bit concerned about that?
When my mother passed away a few months ago, and then he was diagnosed with dementia, all that kind of stuff. Very hard when Mum passed away. But before that, even as well, when she did die, I was abusing alcohol. I wasn't very good at taking my medication or remembering not to take it, all that kind of stuff, you know. I'm trying now, obviously, to keep up a good schedule with it.
Yeah.
But it's hard sometimes when I don't want to be taking these medications. I was homeless on and off for a little bit because of everything I was abusing.
Yeah.
So at one point it was very overwhelming, all of it. But so maybe that's why she gets a bit nervous. If things get overwhelming again, I might go back to my old ways, which I'm pretty confident that I won't. But you know, I can't say it won't ever happen again. But I'd like to think it won't ever happen again.
Yeah. That's good. It seems you've been getting a bit better with that now. Do you
Yeah.
feel like you have made improvement?
Oh, definitely, you know. Seeing my father and all that, knowing that I want to be healthy to be around him, stuff like that, it's really starting to help, you know. So I'm always trying my hardest to, you know, be the best person I can be. Yeah.
So there must have been a lot of negative times when your mother had passed away and stuff.
Yes.
Was there anything else that might have added on to it?
Yes. When I was 18, I had a daughter.
Yeah.
But I had to give her up because I was not mentally or anything else to be suitable parent, basically, you know. So I had to give her up. And I am no longer in contact with her. Well, I have never been in contact with her. But I know my sister, my older sister Beth, who I've talked about before, she is in contact with her. And Beth sometimes talks to me about what they've talked about. So I know that she's recently been married and she's had a kid. But obviously I have not heard that from her. I tried to reach out to her, but she rejected me, and that was also during that really rough period. So I'm just scared to obviously reconnect with her now.
Yeah.
But that was a while back again when my mother passed away and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that must have been hard.
Yes.
Giving her up even.
Yeah.
And stuff.
It was extremely hard, especially at 18, you know.
Yeah.
But at the time I thought it was the best idea for her and my, you know, life.
Yeah.
And definitely sometimes I don't think I made the right decision. But when I went through those hard times in my life, I think maybe I did.
Yeah.
But I just wish, you know, she was my daughter still, you know.
So, possibly bringing it back in a little bit more, have you told your sister about how you would like to help out more with your father?
I've tried, but like I said, she just thinks I'm going to get overwhelmed or frustrated or all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to talk to her, being like, let me start off small, helping out, you know, just small things. Because I'm always there, but it's just she does.
Yeah.
She does everything revolving around his health and everything like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm just kind of there for company and all that. When I should be able to help out with all, you know, his medication, feeding him, all that kind of stuff. I should be able to help out.
Does your sister then bring in like a nurse or something to?
Yeah, we have a bit of outside care,
Okay.
but majority she goes before, after work and stuff, and then I'm there during the day.
Okay.
But there's not much for obviously me to do because she's planning for all of her to do it, you know. And then she gets a bit upset if I do it
Okay.
because I know she's worried about me,
Mm.
but she has to let me do this, you know.
Definitely. Understandable. Could be a little bit frustrating if you want to step up a bit more.
It gets frustrating because I know I have a mental illness. I know that. But that shouldn't stop me from being able to help my father. Especially when I've been taking my medication for a short while now properly.
Yeah.
No, I'm feeling better about myself and I'm feeling, you know, better. And I want to be able to help him. But
Yeah.
she's worried about me. Which, again, I keep saying I get it. But it's getting frustrating.
Yeah. Have you brought up those feelings about the frustration recently about that at all?
Kind of. But she's been quite busy, so there's never been a really good time to talk to her about it.
Yeah. Have you done stuff even like possibly buying him his like groceries for him, making him food, stuff like that?
I've done small stuff like that. I've been able to make him food during the day when I'm visiting, or I've been able to buy groceries when I've obviously bought mine, take him some stuff like that. But otherwise, either the nurse that comes helps feed him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
His dementia isn't that bad at the moment, but like basically she does everything.
Yeah. So how old is your father?
My father, he's early 80s.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So as well as like bringing it up with your sister, do you personally feel like you possibly have some strengths that you could bring in to help out with your father?
Definitely. I'm a very caring person.
Yeah.
And I know, obviously, again, my mental illness, I haven't been there for some people in the past, but the new and improved me, I'd say, is very loyal.
Yeah.
I would not skip on helping if it was my turn to be there.
Yeah.
I would not lash out at him or anything like that. I would 100% be there to help because he is my father and I do love him, you know.
So moving further a little bit more into the session and potentially even other sessions,
Yeah.
would there be a few goals that you would like to set for yourself or ask to work on while you're here with us?
Probably better ways that I could talk to my sister Beth about maybe one day getting in some form of contact with Trudy, my daughter.
Yeah.
Whether that be writing a letter, an email, texting, a phone call would be amazing to hear her voice.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't want to get too ahead of myself, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. And again, I'm scared of being rejected by her again.
Yeah.
That might put me in a bad place. So that's why I think I'm quite settled not to contact her, even when I know deep down I really want to.
Yeah.
So a goal would be to either talk to her or build up the courage to ask Beth more questions about her. Obviously, like some way of getting to know her, basically. That'd be one goal. Maybe another goal would be better communication with my landlord and housemates. That would definitely help because I definitely know I'm the issue a lot of the times, you know, that we just don't get along and I don't agree with what they do and they obviously don't agree with what I'm doing. So obviously better communication between them. And just probably another goal would be able to help out my father more, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you would like to focus on is working it out with your sister a little bit more, just communication in general.
Yeah.
Getting in contact with your sister.
Yes.
Helping a bit more with your father, which you can also do by helping with your sister and such.
Yes.
And then also working out with your roommates.
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
I'd say that'd be all the goals now because I don't want to get ahead of myself. You know, if I set too many, that might, you know, I might be a bit upset if I don't get to, you know, with you obviously help figure out those goals or complete them even.
Yeah.
So maybe these three might be good to just start off with now and slowly work up to some bigger ones.
Definitely. So just realistically, these are some of the things we'd like to get together with, yeah?
Yes.
Perfect. So would you also be like willing to like maybe talk with other people about roommates or anything like that?
Like meeting new roommates?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just I don't want to move again. That's where I'm at. But I'm definitely thinking maybe I should, even though I don't want to, look at some other people and keep going with that, you know.
Understandable why you could feel like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So with those things set out, how are you feeling confident that we might be able to do all those things in time?
I think if I definitely stay on my medication, you know, and not getting frustrated as much, you know, keep my cool a lot of the time, definitely. And, you know, if we keep, I feel like some bad days I might not want to speak to you.
Yeah.
You know, some good days I might really want to speak to you. It's just going to depend. But I really would like to work on these goals, you know, with you or with other people, depending. I do want to fix like these, I don't want to call them issues in my life, but these little stoppers in my life. I'd like to work on getting rid of them, you know?
Is there anything in particular you would like me to do for you? Like, would you like me to maybe potentially set up some contact with your daughter, or even bring your sister in so we can talk about it together? Or is there anything like that you would like from me?
As of now, maybe not. I just, again, don't want to get too ahead of ourselves with anything. So maybe we might just start small, just one-on-one. And maybe I might go speak to my sister next time I see her, see if I can work up the confidence to speak to her, maybe about something that we've talked about today. Or whether it be go to my roommates even and say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And maybe want to try get to know them, and hopefully we can talk more about ourselves and they can understand the way I am and I can understand the way that they are.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, things go all right in those circumstances. But otherwise, that maybe there's nothing really for you to do at the moment.
Okay.
But obviously, I just think if we keep having some talks, that will probably help me build up my confidence and stuff like that.
So you like the just talking that builds your confidence?
Yeah, it lets me get everything out.
Yeah.
You know, because then maybe if I keep staying frustrated or annoyed at people, that might get too much. That might be one thing that might overwhelm me or cause me to lose my temper a bit or something like that.
Okay, I'm glad. So we're going to just start wrapping it up now, if that's okay.
Yes.
First of all, I just want to ask, how are you feeling about this session so far?
I feel really good after, you know, talking to somebody
Yeah.
who doesn't know my life. It's nice, like a little bit of an outside person to kind of get an insight on the things I've been through and the things that I'm still going through. So I think today was a really useful session, or do we call it sessions?
Yes.
Yeah, session.
I'm glad. I'm very happy you feel that way. It's definitely normal to feel like you need some outsider's perspective, and thank you for opening up to me about this as well. So from this session, would you like to book another appointment with me at all?
Definitely, yes, if that's
Okay.
possible.
I also read that you do have an appointment with psychiatrists and such every month.
Yes, and then I have some other doctor's appointments every 3 months. There's a couple others that I have to see and stuff like that.
Awesome. So when we just leave the room, we can book another appointment together and we'll get us on the road.
Perfect.
Are you going to catch the bus home
Yeah,
after this again?
once this is done, once we've booked the appointment outside, I just walk back to the bus stop and go
Lovely.
home. Yes.
Do you have anything else planned for the day?
I probably might visit my dad this afternoon, depending on time I get home.
Yeah.
Might do some cleaning. But otherwise, it'll just be a chill afternoon, I reckon, you know. Then a bit of a big morning, you know, telling you everything. So,
Yeah,
a nice
definitely.
chill out afternoon would be really nice.
That's good. You deserve it. It can definitely be draining, this
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Awesome. So we might head out then. It was
Yeah.
really lovely meeting you, Alice.
Thank you.
Awesome. Let's head on out.
Yeah.